shit. It's goddamn moon. This moon right now. It's in Aries. I've been talking a lot of shit lately, y'all. Um, of course, I just looked that shit up. I was like, damn, man, why I'm like running my mouth so much lately these days? The moon being in Aries, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Caught no fire. It's initiating kind of energies as far as people being enlightened to certain things, people being aware, consciously aware of certain things. You know, shit go down like that. But anyways, come on, vibe with the brother. You know what I'm saying? What I really want to like get down and talk about tonight is, you know what I'm saying? I want to title this shit. You ain't gotta convince nobody but your motherfucking self. That's right. You ain't gotta do. Look, I mean, if you're watching this shit by now, y'all pretty know how this shit go. The information that you come across, medical, dietary, astrological, anything academic, personal, business wise, any information that you come across, emotional information, all that shit is weighed upon by who? I mean, ultimately, who is weighed upon? By you. We have a society that it comes with default settings. These default settings are it's things like you gotta have a religion, particularly Christianity. You gotta go to school, public school. You gotta go to college after, get a job, get a 401k, buy a house. You gotta vote. I mean, those are the things that that's what is called the default, the norm of if you do anything outside of that, people are gonna people are trained. They be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why won't you just like do this and that? And of course, they get the name and all these like other different kind of benefits and all that. But whose purpose is that really serving? Especially with the kind of world that we're living in, where what is beneficial? You know what I'm saying? People still stressed out about building connections, love, poverty in other parts of the world, having that family unity that they might have never had. Loving themselves. Those are the kind of things that this society's default norms can never fix. The only way that you can fix any of these shits, I mean, if you ask me, it's just to stop giving your fucks out about them. You know what I'm saying? Look, the law or the one of the laws to go by of this plane, of this realm. If you want to just like do your shit without any karmic repercussions, you just got to respect everybody else's space. Maintain your own. Know the kind of energy that other people might bring. Know the consequences of how it is for you to be doing what you're doing. But also like know how you are as well, and how you might come across, and the kind of things you might attract. I mean, those are things that you just can't escape being on this realm. This is the realm of experiences, where the spirit has to, hey, I mean, like get in these bodies and just live out all these different kind of shits, all these different kind of lives, all these different kind of experiences, situations, problems, this learning scenarios. Some on the same timeline, some not. We gotta go through all this shit just to be like, alright, that's I know more about myself now. You know what I'm saying? You ever like went inside yourself? Maybe not as a little person, but I mean, You always gotta like just go further than what I'm talking about surface level, y'all. You like just go inside yourself. Go within. As I was talking about in that previous video. And just be like, alright, I see that aspect of me right there. Let me dwell into that. And that has its own story. And that aspect is its own individual thing because it has its own story. But it is connected to every other aspect of itself. As you look at other aspects of yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain. I ain't even talking about like certain scars on your body that got certain stories to them. But just, I mean, your overall health in general, your vitality, your habits, your genes, your knowledge, your intuition, all that has a history because hey, it took a script writer to be able to be like, all right, this is the kind of parents I want to have. You know what I'm saying? These kind of parents, this kind of mama, this kind of father, this kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? We all come here for a purpose. And when we looking at like all this now, like, hey, whether you young or old, you are here to do what you're here to do. Whether it be for other people to watch, you be like, all right, they gotta play that particular role, or be for them to like see you as something, as a reflection of themselves as well, you know. And for us to like broaden those experiences, this like box mentality, these 490-degree angles, these squares that you might be talking about astrology, where that deals with, I mean, just a kind of energy that has to learn in order to be even more powerful than trines and sextiles and shit. You have to, you just gotta learn all that shit. Surviving through the struggle, getting past them obstacles, and learning through your hardships or your struggles. I mean, all that shit is what makes. It's like the Saiyans, you know what I'm saying? Like the Saiyans off of Dragon Ball Z. Like the harder that they fought, when they came back 100 completely healed, they stronger than the last battle that they were in. You know what I'm saying? They call it a Zenkai boost. Yo Zen. I believe in the Eastern rhetoric is, I mean that's your chi, your peace, your life force, and Kai. I believe that's life as well. I think Kai means life. Anyway, it's called like a Zenkai boost that the Saiyans get, and that's pretty much what I mean. What the spirit is doing, and your universe, and I mean maybe everybody else's as well. But just as far as you are concerned, with the box mentality that you are living out and what you see everybody else doing, that ain't gonna serve you nor a higher purpose. What will serve you and your higher purpose is to come into your own, to know what's real, to know not to just keep it 100 but keep it 360. As I like to say, keep it 360. And I mean, it's a study for yourself. Take on certain experiences that intuitively, or you feel like your heart speaking on. Seek those things out. Dress to your heart's content. I know people gonna be like, I'm just gonna go outside walking naked. Okay, go ahead and do that shit, man. I don't give a fuck. Everybody else can go to bed, sleep. Somebody have nightmares and all that, but that's on them for being that damn scared of this, what is natural, for what they got. But anyway, like I said, this cause and effect all this shit. Know what's gonna happen if you do what you do. You just gotta know how to walk your ground and like have the confidence and will to stand up for yourself, really, when it comes to coming to your own. Especially when it comes to speaking about your own. Now, you don't come with the default message that this world already has. You come with your own with your own frequency. You come with your own vibe. So the energy that you are able to create and build a foundation on is gonna be like nobody else's. So that even if you got this default thing, this all these default like let's say for your religion or whatever, Christianity, even if you got that, everybody in the church ain't thinking of Jesus and God in the same way. Nah, it might be a more of a slave mentality way in general, but people always gonna be like, well, I praise my Lord in this, I praise my God in this. Well, I mean that's you taking what you already had now, and which is your own uniqueness, your imagination to want to praise somebody like that. You're taking that and now making it external. Whereas I mean, you still gotta work on making all this shit internal first before you can even build a strong connection to what you might deem as a higher source outside of you. But I mean, I wouldn't even tell you to do that shit. You don't want them problems. You don't want them obligations. So I'm gonna tell y'all just like deal with yourself for real. So as you like grow to your own. I mean, you also gotta know that, hey, like I said, you can't convince somebody else of this shit. You can't be out here trying to tell people what they supposed to be on. Like you can like drop some jewels, drop some seeds. But these epiphanies are only in need when these people open their eyes and be like, all right, I gotta get free. Because indeed, these times don't allow us to succeed where let me stop freestyling and chill. But no, when you're going through this process of self-love, like gaining all this knowledge. Some people might say just becoming woke, becoming conscious, and all that bullshit. When you're going through this process, I mean, a lot of people get they'll get I don't know, they get excited with information. You know what I'm saying? I know I did. I remember coming into that Hebrew Israelite shit, and you know, that was like many years ago. So you coming out of Christianity and you like learning all this. I'm like, dang, this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? But it took like time for me to realize that that was just like a stepping stone in my own life. And we don't really see ourselves in the now that often, like especially in our youth. We don't see ourselves in the now unless we're creating something. And when we're creating something, we're more aware of where our art is coming from and where it's going to have an impact at. How could it have an impact? The kind of people it might touch. So, I mean, if you're doing your own thing, taking your own style, dropping game your own kind of way, kicking out knowledge in your own kind of way, then you coming as your own deity now. You coming as your own God. Now you have the understanding of like what it means to be you and convey your message, rather than talking about the default message that everybody else be saying. Because like when it comes to hearing like some kind of new shit that other people just like might not get, you know what I'm saying? It just like easily get dismissed, and it might like frustrate the hell out of you if they ain't getting it. But you ain't gotta like really like go through that process, because really you like I said, you gotta convince yourself. And if you first of all, I mean, if you gotta like convince yourself, if you gotta convince anybody, and especially yourself, that something is real, you still need to have that shit in question. You still need to like, why did I have to like convince myself of that shit anyway? The truth, it never need convincing. Especially when it's like that near to your heart. I remember when I was studying like the Hebrew Israelite shit. To me, that was the truth, and it was near to my heart because of the years I had to go to church when I ain't want to go, falling asleep. Then with just I ain't never felt right in the church. I was like, man, what the fuck is it? I just couldn't deal with that shit. So I mean, just I mean, and just like me learning about, I mean, how uh, this form of Christianity had, it was pretty much enslaved on us. I was like, wow, I mean, why we got to deal with all this, man? Like, when we study the truth, we should know like who the real people of Israel are. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, man, y'all can check out my other channel, Young Kato, where you might hear me talking that bullshit. But hey, I mean, I mean, back then I was learning. I was excited about it. And when you're excited, you're in denial. N-O-W. When you're excited, you want people to know the shit that's hidden, the things that's hidden, especially with your family who you see still going to church, or I mean, or let's say you might be eating different, and you see your family still eating another kind of way, the same kind of way as before, still eating the default. It turns you into the black sheep. It turns you into somebody who, in certain ways, they might be outcasted. But look, you can't be like feeling bad for other people. You can't be feeling bad for yourself, wishing other people just get it. How long took you? How long did it take you to get it? How long did it take you to grasp some kind of higher meaning? How long did it take you to get multiplication when your little brothers or sisters didn't? I mean, how long it took you to get world history when some people out here like can't even read yet? So when you call yourself just like getting into this knowledge, I don't know, like studying the Ephod, the Orishas, studying the Santeria, studying the Asiatics, the original Black Samurai, Sasuke, shit, the Anunnakis and bullshit like that. Studying ETs, meditation, the astral world, the Akashic records. When we get to studying shit like that people that just ain't never heard of. Imagine you like years before this, you first now hearing this shit. You ain't gonna be convinced. But with the stepping stones that you've like apparently been walking on, you get it now. So you're able to like just go through the different motions of this, like just seeing that, hey, the cosmos, the world that I create, it's gonna take care of me. The steps that I need is gonna come at the right time, because unless this shit like start revolving, unless I'm like attracting something where I got the will to just be like, you know what, fuck this world, man, I'm done, I'm out, I'm tired, so tired of living. I mean, let's attract that shit too. We don't feel no grief, nothing. Party up, smoke, drink, bake a cake, whatever. But just I mean, just know that. Damn, why I keep on doing this? What I was my bad, y'all. I kind of lost my train of thought. However, I still need to say that for the times that we're going into, for the age that we're going into, for this new eon that's beginning, you are the master of yourself. You are your own warrior. You're your own deity. You're your own God. You're your own everything. And it's just shit that the church ain't gonna tell you. They ain't supposed to tell you. They were never supposed to tell you. They were trained not to tell you. I used to have this beef with Pac. You know what I'm saying? This is one line in this song, "Ambition That's a Rider." Life ain't complicated, only what you make it to be. My business as a rider. Get her while she hot. Only get up beside her. But life ain't complicated, only what you make it be. I had issues with that because I mean, my life was hard as fuck back then, and just dealing with the like things like depression and like suicidal thoughts and homicidal thoughts. I mean, this things like that. I was like, it was real stressed out. So how can Pop be like, I mean, shit ain't complicated. But I realized, I mean, it must be something I ain't getting until I was able to learn later on in life that even as like a so-called adult, spending time in this vessel, I am like seeing these experiences for what they are, and ain't like putting them all in a basket, compartmentalize them like that belongs there and can't never ever touch that. I see all the shit is connected now, so I can say that like back then, I'm still learning for, I'm still yearning for better experiences and all that. I just ain't get to that timeline where I was able to do all that, but at that time, yeah, I had to be for that line, but I understand that shit now. It's, I said, what you make it to be, what your knowledge of self is determines how well you'll be able to process other information that will be coming to you, and you can discern for yourself. How can I like make this work for me? If not, like what's some other way that it can be like translated, perhaps, and I mean just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, like I said, nobody gotta get your shit. You are your own religion. I'd say that. You're your own style. You got your own rituals anyway. When you wake up, I mean, some people might get up, brush their teeth, and get up and smoke. Some people might get up, not even do none of that, just go straight to the fridge and chug on their own shoes. What the hell wrong with you? Some people might just, like go out running, got a routine. Some people might turn on certain songs, certain music. That's all ritual right there. You're doing that for yourself. And if you